the greatest thing of all came from one of the worst things of all, the cross. Death on a cross. God sent his Son to a horrific death to live on this earth and die the most horrific death. And yet, because of that, we have the greatest gift of all. Now, this story is about God's way versus our way. God's working when we least expect it because of his way versus ours. Now, we live in a society where we want the quick, the easy, the most comfortable, and the painless. We don't like things to take a long time. We don't like to be patient. I know I don't like to be patient. We like to be in control. We don't want others to be in control. And we want it to be just how we want it to be. Now, I have to have my GPS to get anywhere, and his name is Scotty. Without Scotty, I'm not getting anywhere, especially around here. I just haven't figured my way around it. Although I can't get from here to Walmart now. And CVS. But I can't get from CVS to Walmart. Not yet. And I can't get from Walmart to CVS. I still haven't figured that out yet. But I'm getting better. And I can't do it without my cell phone. And I can't do it without my email. And my email comes to my cell phone. And good Lord, I can't remember what it was like to be without a cell phone. We need things to be quick and easy. We hear about the weight loss plans. Well, we didn't gain it overnight, but we sure want to lose it overnight, right? And if something hurts, we probably didn't get that pain like that, although we think we did, but we want it to go away just like that. And doctors think that if they put us on 20 pills, that we're going to be cured. But believe me, I'm on about that many and it doesn't work. But then there's another way. There's God's way. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't always like God's way. He and I argue about this quite often. God's way says it's in his time. Unfortunately, his time is a really long time sometimes. And it's always according to his will. Not mine and not yours. And I don't know about you, but I don't always like that. Now, Paul writes in 2 Corinthians 12:9, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me." You see, he went through a time where he was praying hard, because he talks about having this thorn in his flesh. He couldn't understand why God wouldn't take away this thorn in his flesh, which he was praying for so long. And he did. He kind of argued with God about, "Lord, why aren't you taking this away?" And God said to him, My grace is sufficient for you. We don't always like to hear that. I know I don't always like to hear that. But you see, Joseph, when he began to hear his brothers talk, rather than wanting to see them squirm, he began to recognize where God was working in the situation. Not just in the moment, but in the greater picture. You see, God seeks to influence good for humankind in spite of the evil they choose to do. His brothers chose to do evil to Joseph. They didn't like the fact that he was Daddy's boy. They didn't like that. They wanted rid of him, and they made sure he was gone. God influences the actions and attitudes of people even when they have no faith at all. These brothers, they didn't have faith. They weren't thinking about God. But the amazing thing is that God works in everyone's lives. But are we willing to see it? Are we open to finding it? He gives each and every one of us an opportunity to receive Him. An opportunity to receive what He has to offer. Whether we have that faith or not. And God builds on the evil to accomplish ultimate good. God did not create us for us to receive glory. He created us in order that He receives glory. And so He works above and beyond any evil and any actions that we might do. So the question is, how do we recognize how God is working within our lives? Those mighty works like Joseph recognized. Are there blessings in the midst of turmoil, difficulties, strife, or evil? Are we seeing what's happening? Are we taking time to notice, like Joseph did? Is there timing in a situation that can only be attributed to God and nothing else?